Hi Sea Stars! Welcome to another video on this channel. Today I'm going to be doing a thumbnail tutorial. This was so highly requested. Here is the tutorial, but now let's get started. You first want to go to this website called Pixlr. This is the website over here. And what you would want to do, you want to go to your Create New. And you want to go to 𝗏𝗏 and name it. I'm just going to name it demo thumbnail. After that, click on create and you will have this. Now we're going to add our background. Pick any background off of Google, Pinterest, or any background that you want in your thumbnails. This is the background that I use in all my thumbnails. Most of my thumbnails are my most recent thumbnails. And after that, I like adding the overlays. These overlays will be linked in the description. These are not my overlays. These are actually Rainbow's overlays. So I'll link her video in the description to the overlays. I like to go to the sparkler overlay first. Go to the three dots over here and click on here and lower the opacity or transparency. And I put it last for the sparklers. Then I have the hearts. I lower the opacity and I don't even change the opacity on the rays. After this, I added my GFX. I have 3 tutorials on how to make GFX on mobile without Roblox, without Blender, and with Blender. All those videos will be linked in my description, so after watching this video, check out those videos. Here is one of my favorite GFXs that I've made, and I'm going to put it somewhere. I like to put it on this side. I don't really put it on this side because the text sometimes cuts off with all the icons YouTube adds, but I like to put it on the right hand side instead of the left side. Anyways, I go to my filter and I go to outline and I pick the color that I want. I'm gonna put the size to 7 as always, and afterward I go to my outline and I pick a darker color of blue and I put it to 7 as always. And then we have this. I also add outer glow by going to filter and go to outer glow and go to opacity, change the opacity a little bit, put feather to 100% and pick the size to whatever you want. I like this size and click on apply. Afterward, we're going to be adding my hanging clouds. I put this under my GFX like this, and this is in most of my recent thumbnails. And you can make your own overlays or go onto Google and find some hanging clouds or hanging stars or anything that you want on the top, or you can just leave it blank like this, and that's completely fine. Next, we're going to add text. Hit the plus button and go to add text, or you can go over to this side and click on the T and it will ask you to add a text layer. So I'm going to put demo. After this, I'm going to leave it on white, the fill, and then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to pick this font. And to add fonts, you want to go to 𝗏𝗏font.com and go to add local font and go in your files and add in the font. I might make a tutorial, but you can also add Pixlr's fonts because Pixlr has pretty cool fonts. After this, we're going to arrange the size. I like this size. I'm going to also go to my styles and go to curve, and I'm going to go to arc. You can go to circle if you want to, or half. I'm going to go to arc because I like arc. And after this, we're going to go to layer and click on radialize layer. Afterward, you want to go to the arrange tool over here, click on select and go to select pixels, go to your gradient and drag down the gradient. You can put the light at the top or the dark at the bottom, and keep in mind to pick the colors you want, the 2 colors you want. Go to this bottom, these colors at the bottom, and pick the colors you want, or you can go over here and pick a numerous amount of numbers. You can go around here and hit the plus and add colors that you want, and they also have a couple of made ones like this one you can add, this one is also another one. You can add this one if you want to, if you don't want to pick colors, but I prefer the colors over here that I have. You can also go horizontal or vertical. I like going this way. After this, click on this square tool and just click and go back to the arrange tool, and afterward I like going to filter, going to drop shadow, and I go to my offset and my Y set, and I just arrange the shadow. I go to my colors and I pick it in the middle like this, and I go to apply. Afterward I go to the outline and then I put it to white. Afterward I go back to filter and go back onto outline, and I pick the darker blue and I put it down a little bit, like at 7. And then this is what we have. Afterward, I go back to the T icon and click and go to add text. So I'm going to add thumbnail for the next text, and we're going to go to here, and we're also going to click on this font because I like this font, but you can pick any font that you want because it's going to be your thumbnail. Afterward, go to fill and pick the color you want. I'm going to pick a darker blue that I have. Afterward, I'm going to go to my styles and I'm going to take on outline, and I'm going to put the outline to white. Afterward, I'm going to enable the shadows, and I like the default shadow, but you can arrange it if you would like to. And you can also do the same thing I did for the top for the bottom. Now for my favorite, one of my favorite parts is go to the plus icon and go to empty, go to the shape icon thing, go to draw and go to star heart. Like heart is pretty good, or you can go to heart or triangle if you want to, or you can go to circles if you want to, squares, but I like stars because sea stars, you know, in oceans. Oop, there's a thunderstorm. And you want to add the stars where you want to, and that'd be good. After this, we are done. And to save your thumbnail, I forgot, you go to file and go to save and name it and click on download. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and the message is on the screen. Anyways, bye!